Never told her third grader was being bullied. An alleged assault in a school bathroom.
They busted my baby's lip. They busted his nose.
The teen took her own life after being relentlessly bullied at school. Bullying is an epidemic.
Tremendous effect on the fragile, growing brain of a child.
It's a nightmare for any mother.
This is a problem, it is real, it is an issue, and we have a responsibility as a community to stop it.
Kids being bullied, sometimes to death.
It seems the passage of time has only made bullying worse. 160,000 kids a day miss school because they're too afraid to go. They say this went on for years, and eventually their fun-loving son disappeared. A band of Massachusetts teens will stand trial.
He probably didn't want to say, Mom, somebody bullying or picking on me, you know. He just didn't know how to tell me.
Where Gabriel is knocked unconscious 2 days before he ended his life.
Success story first.
Well, we have another client. He's about 6'4".
It's a big boy. Weight-wise?
250.
250, 6'4"?
Yeah.
He's a beast.
Yeah. Well, he's a...
But is he fat or is he muscular?
No, just big bones, maybe, if that makes sense.
6'4", big bone,
yeah,
250
really,
pounds.
Yeah, not like this, kind of like an older, just doesn't carry himself like he has that weight. You know, like if I was 200, you would know, like obviously.
He's not overly muscular, he's just big.
But he was just...
constantly causing issues?
Yes, he comes in. And then yesterday, when I came back to work, I was coming into the room where all of them were, but he was standing right here. So when I swung into the room, and he comes in my face, and when he came in my face, he kind of like tried to do this to try and like maybe be friends, and I blocked him, and I held his hand.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not seeing you today. You're not.
That's after the deflection or before the deflection?
After.
So after you deflected him,
yeah,
how did he respond to the deflection?
He was like, "Oh, you're quick, man." And I was like, I just don't like people being in my space. And my supervisor is right there.
She was watching.
She watched and she realized. And then he was like, but I told him that I'm not going to see you today. I'm not your primary therapist. Your primary is over there. Go talk to her. I said, I'm not even your secondary. I'll see you maybe next time when I come back. And he was like, oh, that's effed up, man. You can't be done. When he said that's effed up, he tried to do the same hand thing again. And when he did it, I did what you told me. Well, I let his his right to his left hand. It went that way. So I just held him and I put him I dragged him to the corner. Not dragged, but carefully.
You did exactly what I taught you?
Yeah. And
so he went to...
The supervisor.
He went to attack you again, slap you again.
And
you grabbed him, you deflected him, and you guided him in the corner gently. But yet you guided him in the corner?
And I told him, hey, man, I was like...
I'm sorry. Let me get this out of me, please. How many times have I taught you that? A couple. But you were able to do it to a guy that's 6'4", 250 pounds.
He was kind
of... I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm just enjoying the success story. So go ahead.
So
and what did your boss do?
No, they were clapping. Like,
they? How many they?
It was two ladies.
They were clapping.
They were like, wow.
So essentially what you did exactly what I told you to do. You deflected him, place your hand on his shoulder, not on his elbow, on his shoulder. You redirected the 6'4", 250 pound person and placed him gently in the corner. You weren't aggressive. You didn't hurt him. You didn't break any bones. You didn't do anything that was in pain compliance whatsoever. You just basically redirected him.
Yeah. He was just like, oh.
I'm sorry.
He was just like, oh, man. And I guess he went telling the clients, like, I guess I'm badass or something like that.
That I remember, we have done that 3 times, but it wasn't 100% one whole hour on that. Each time was maybe around 10 minutes. So on an average, I'm just guessing, a total of 30 minutes that we focused on that. And then I'll add another 30 minutes just for the sake of it. So let's just say 1 hour. From all the times that I've showed, it was like 3 or 4 times or 3 times. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It was like 3 or 4 times, right? So it wasn't extensive. I didn't focus on that particular technique. I didn't focus on redirecting right away for the entire class because we had so many other things we were working on. But that particular movement, we did it maybe 10 minutes, 3 or 4 times or 3 times. So let's just say an hour.
Yeah.
And you were able to deflect a 250-pound moose that was 6'4". Self-defense, survival, fitness, psychological warfare. You have people that are so deep down inside their brain, they feel that they don't want to live anymore. And I turn it around, make them feel good about themselves, make them feel happy, make them feel that they are important. And that's the thing, the children today, their skin is just too thin, way too thin. When you were a kid, was your skin thin? No, mine wasn't. Yours wasn't, okay? These kids today, call them a name. Call them what? A poop head. And their whole life is destroyed. They go in their bedroom and they start crying. Seriously? What I try to do is I try to build the confidence and build the inside, the internal strength that they have already, but they don't know about. They don't know about it. They don't know that they have that internal strength. It's there, just gotta find it. And that's my job.
We will never recover from this. Never. When somebody tells you that they are going to kill themselves or they're going to do harm, do something. Tell somebody, give them their 15 minutes. Validate them. Because everybody needs to be validated. When you know there's somebody being bullied, don't be a bystander. You are just as guilty as the bullies when you stand by and do nothing. You see it, you do something about it. You don't want to intervene, then you talk to an adult. And you talk to an adult until somebody does something.
14-year-old suspect boasted on the internet about the bullying.
I want them to pay for it because they took my baby away. They took her confidence away. They took her self-worth away. And now she's gone from me.
If you can't supervise your child, if they don't behave, then take away their devices. Don't allow them to have Facebook.